I made up some 10Ks. So you're risking about $10 to make about 6. Not great. Here you're risking about 11, $12 to make 6. It's worse. Here's about break even. Right, this is like $12, $13. I'm trying to make $10 out of 13. It's almost break even. So I'm putting the spread and the commissions in that. And so I'm literally going to chase this thing into Asia here. I'm assuming a goober breakout to the north side, continuation of a retracement day. But it could smash down, so I'm using my trusty double click limits, but I should be putting in some bigger tickets for this. I don't want to eat up all the tickets. So to really crank the account, which I wasn't doing before, right? So trading one case. So when I'm doing that, you run out of tickets, right? And you kind of paint yourself into a corner because there's nothing you can do. But if you want to trade with $12 per tick or per pipette, so that's definitely going to be half a standard lot probably. And you can use chunk of margin there, I'm going to buy right now, and it's costing me, I suppose, about $1, $2 in commission here on spread every time I pull the trigger. So you kind of have to get on it, especially with these big tickets. Now I'm going to go for the bad ratio here just to pay the rent. And this is going to be a little bit better tight, but I'm just going to go all in. Use about $3,000 of margin here. And go up. It's like 13 standard lots. It's Asia. Oh, it's quiet. It's 5 after 6. Looks like a typical retracement, although, it could smack down. And this is where I come in with these trusty buy limits. Now, these should be bigger, but those are 15-minute. So we'll come back and those will self-delete. So I'm just riding along with the market, and I could get a robot. I could program a robot, I think, to drop those. That should be pretty easy. Just continually keep trolling for a possible spike tonight, and then have a constant lurking 80K down here, or 180K, whatever how big you want to trade. But obviously, structurally, this is the top. And all the people believe that this is fair value. This is mid-space between the highs and the lows. We've all heard this story. Here's like the kickoff point. Here's when the damage became pretty severe. This is the your votes on a USB drive kind of situation. It's terrible. What? And take out this low. Of course, a little scalping. Not many pips though. Fucking 4 pips. Smash down. Now you buy into this, and you would have to martingale in. You get divergence. It is the 30-minute chart, so it's pretty decent, pretty trustworthy kind of. And now we're off to the races. We got a 2-period reversal here. We're going to gun it right now. I'm going to go all in on the big tickets I just wrote. And we're just going to go gangbusters into it. It's this Asian kind of drift pop. We're going to take our 8 pips and run though. We're not going to sit here and we're not going to ruminate on this thing and hold it through some type of. We just want to hit it and quit it here. So I'm going to go for the tight stop, 6 pips, pretty tight. And if these limits were bigger that were pending beneath us, we want the perfect blend of, I think I got a signal, but I could be wrong situation. So if it smashes down, we can get in on limits. This would be your follow through from from the deep discount today, and it's a hammer on the daily. So you're at the head of the hammer right now on the daily. What's really going on? If you go to the daily, you're like, holy shit, look at this fucking wick. And this is the place that I guarantee you, ICT probably didn't even know this wick was here. So for all his braggadocious shit, do you think he bought down there today? Fuck no. He's like, I ain't got time for that. And that's an obvious lonely wick. I call it the lonely wick. ICT, the mentor's mentor, the douchebag's douchebag. This guy's got to be kidding, dude. I think he's trolling everybody. It's like fucking, what's his name, that comedian? He would dance to Mickey Mouse. You know, Latka from Taxi. So, Andy Kaufman. Many different names. But is he just trolling us? Like the unknown comic with a garbage bag on his head with holes cut in. Okay, so if this is the drift up, then we expect this thing to come up into Europe at least 22 pips, 24 pips. This is a 20 pip grid, so like 30 pips to this next kind of fresh high. You know, we expect people to get trapped up on all the trailing, cancel replace trailing bots, right? Money management bots. They're all coming in underneath this, right? They're about to get stopped out. So if they place if tonight we come up and we pluck into this, I would totally cash out. So to me, this is the big obvious stair step. Like this was a house cleaning. When this took this out and you had buy limits in there, and maybe you didn't ride it all the way up there in one day, but maybe you had sell on this lonely wick. You had sell orders just placed in there. You just put a basket up there. So trading at the market like I'm doing right now is completely different than placing a bunch of limits and just walking away and go, yeah, whatever. I bought every fucking house on this fucking Monopoly board, so I should win. Not that I should win, but the concept is I'm going to put them at extreme levels, these outliers, and if the market wicks down there, I'm not going to try to this trade's only going to come around once a week, if that. You can make claims that the market's targeting this area of liquidity beyond the lonely wick, and therefore what? How many orders did you place there? And if you're going to do this limit grid entry retracement system, that's completely different than sitting here in Asia and buying right now at the market because you're like, dude, it's taking off. It's going up. Dude, like, you fucking blind? Like, look at the tick chart. What are you, fucking retarded? Here. Right, buy at the market. Buy at the market. Oh, my God. Just get in, right? Like, fucking, it's drifting up. Now, I could be totally wrong. But that's what trading at the market, you know, I mean, I guess I could put a tighter stop in. 3 pips, 4 pips. And that's what you should do, is these should be 5Ks. This should be a 4 pip stop and a 6 pip. This should be a 5K with an 8 and a 10. This should be a... But in a fast market, you just want to hit it because you want to chase it. Because you see it drifting and you're like, holy shit, like look at this fucking hammer. I mean, just had this rips down. I mean, oh my God, RSI below 30 on the daily at this phase of the market. And it's a Tuesday, but it could be a Thursday. It's definitely beat up. The volatility in the stock market is it's kind of wide. So it's going up 2 days, down 2 days. Oil took a big oil gap open. People are freaking out. They're trying to balance their books, I figure, by the end of the year. So what's really going on, I figure this is the last leg before the end of the year. This is the last part of the tour of price, and we're going to wrap it up. And people are going to close their positions. They're freaking out. It looks like the euro is going to come screaming back here tonight. So just keep jumping on it here, and I can do it now because I'm not going to run out of any tickets. Because before I would actually use all my margin, which I already would have used it, and I had no more way to. So this is, I'm trading this heavy, I would say. $10 to $20 a click risk per risk to make 10 to 60. This is my biggest ticket, is to make 44 pips with a 14 pip stop on a 10K. But we got to pay the rent on these 6 to make 10s as we leave the gate. As we start to go up now, we want to get cashing out. As brilliant as this trade may appear to you right now, you just got to scalp out of something. So I'm going to do that. So this account's been around the block. This account's at $5,000. So I've been from 5,000 to like 12 or 15,000 down to like 3,000 back up, and I'm just playing around with this, and I actually ran without stops. So some of this, the broker actually took me out of the trade because they're like, dude, you don't get enough margin for this. Fuck, it was probably flashing red. But since I'm able to get in here with these 10Ks now, like a crazy man, as we reach the bottom, as we come into Asia's going to open, and people are going to lose their minds, right? I mean, the order imbalance here is so severe. This is your classic failed sell-off. We've already had the. This is we waved beginning of wave 3 in Elliott wave on the dailies, because this here is. If you look at it like it's a classic RSI divergence. So you got the divergence, and this would be your first pullback to buy. It's not really a reversal, but I'm going to scalp to here at least. I think this is going to be the obvious. So, but right now, to make a bunch of money right now, I'm just going to use up whatever the broker lets me go in on here. How many tickets they let me run. So I've only got a little bit of margin left. I'll max it out. So now the broker's going to manage my account for me. See how that works? Don't try this at home. So yeah, this is a demo account, because I'm never going to load into it. Even though this is a great trade, I'm already long, and I'm not gonna trade that heavy on my real account. So this is my surrogate. This is my demo wife. It's like a Rent-A-Babe. I do whatever I want to it, and so typically I traded this with 1Ks because that was the challenge in a sense. Can you trade with just 1,000 tickets of 1Ks? And it is quite a bit of work to dick around with 1Ks, but it's the size thing for people that are starting out, don't want to trade big size. And, it doesn't make sense in a way, because I could put in limits and actually load us 5 standard lots on limits just by placing them in there. I mean, when the market crashes down, yeah, you're down $700, but you're going to be up $2,000. So, or you might be down $300 and be up $800. You have to go underwater if you're going to just place orders in front of the market. X amount of pips apart, but hopefully buying more the lower you go. So start off at the bottom and and come towards the market. So your first ticket you drop has to be really deep. This is the obvious, you're going to put it way down there. And it kind of makes your mind drawn to the fact that between that 100 pip deep limit that lasts 8 hours and the one that you have placed that's 2 hours, that's only 50 pips deep. So you're trying to create a perfect timed entry. You're trying to time the entry by saying, if this thing can make it down here by the time the U.S. market's open. So 4 hours from now, I put an expiration of 4 hours on the ticket. If I'm dropping a ticket at 4 o'clock in the morning and I want it to be able to hit the news, I got to make a 6 hours. I got to drop a 6 hour and 8 hours. So to be on the safe side, just put an 8 hour one in. And 8 hour charts, there's only 3 bars a day, right? So, yeah, like right now you could drop 8 hours, put them on the British pound, go to sleep, do something, put on a 4 hour script and watch a movie. So I guess that comes with the packet, the instructional how to trade with limits. Yeah, you want to, so if you're going to watch a movie, you play a game. Okay, you molest your girlfriend, 15-minute script. Yeah, go tight on that one. But at the market, it's definitely fun, the challenge. And I use the tick chart, and I just look at it and I go, it looks like it's going up. So I would have bought that pullback there, but I'm already heavily in, and I kind of ran out of margin, I would say. I don't want to stress out the account, and I could be wrong. We could smash down here just before the bottom of the hour, just before 6:30, we could be like down. But here I'm betting on the follow through of it, and it is Asia, so I only got to make like 5 pips here, and I'll make a chunk of money. I mean, if I make 10 pips, I'll make a nice chunk, like $2,000. Make $2,000 here. We just did make 10 pips. I could also tighten up the stops on this thing so when it backs up, it takes me out and I got fucking, like $5,000 left and start over. So you might ask, well, how does somebody blow up their account? Well, the tickets are too big. There's no stop on the ticket. And if the market goes fucking catawampus, then bye-bye. You're gone. So I'm not going to buy here, but I could. I got enough money. I'm just let this go. I got $1,000 of free margin. We'll have $3,000 of free margin if we just go up 10 pips here. So just relax. Take it easy. I want to just scale. I'm going to show you how this works. This market, trading at the market shit. So Asia, bottom of the hour, dude, we could be up like $2,000 at 5 minutes after the bottom of the hour. Because the 5-minute traders who were coming into Asia, it's like the end of the year too. People look at the fucking calendar and go, holy shit. And it's severe. Wow, this wick here, I'm surprised that dumb shit ICT hasn't come out and talked about the lonely wick down here. Like, who could fucking miss this shit? It's like, here, when you hit this thing, people lost their fucking mind when that got hit. So we had a reaction here. Then we went lower. Another dead cat bounce. Holy fucking lower. And just people losing their minds down here, dude. But who's the guy stepping in on the 20s, buying here? Buy a 10K. Buy a standard lot. Buy 3 standard lots. That's how it works, man. That's the fucking trade. Now, right now, I'd be buying at the market, but I'm already in. I'm already fucking in. Now, I could chase it. You know what? I'm in 20 standard lots. Just let it go. Let it go. So we get to 10 grand here, and then whatever. I go to 100 grand in this account. The way it's set up now, because I could trade fucking 10Ks per click. Of course. So look at it. It's about to punch up. So with really tight stops. Yes, we could do it with tight stops. So let's try to make about 24 pips here. And we'll make a chunk. then I would cash out and watch a movie. So that would mean that the account started, I think I started this account about 2 weeks ago at 5 grand. Took it up to fucking, I don't know, 12. Took it down to 3, took it to 12, took it to 3. Here I'm back. I'm up. Oh, goddamn. Maybe I should quit because I'm up $1,200. Oh my god. And I mean, this could be the mother load trade. Like you're like, oh, dude. I mean, the whole week is shit. Now this one fucking trade, just load into this thing. But if you feel bad about all those other trades, you're gonna be like, yeah, I remember last time you thought that was a good idea. Huh? Remember? Yeah. Now look at you. That didn't work out too good. So there's that, and all the expectations. 5 minutes before the bottom of the hour here, or 5.5. So I'm kind of getting anxious. Getting very anxious now. Actually, this could be one of those. So it's very rare that you see the market smashed out like that and nick that wick. That is fucking. You waited like days for that. You missed the train here, so you're like, next time we come back into here, and anywhere below here, honestly, I bought everything below here. So as soon as they sheared that off this morning, I go, oh yeah. And if you could look back here, you don't have to be on the 5 minute, on the 5 minute chart. I'm sure it looks amazing. But here you can see when it trounces that, holy shit, it's like, and I guess you put your stop here, right? So very conservative. I'm going to buy on a limit here. I'm going to put my stop way down here, or, but I don't think like that because I'm buying from here all the way down. And that just happens to be another step along the way. And I've got buy limits all the way to here just in case they come after this fucking price. I say come after because we're assuming people have stops in here. This is the argument that they're stop hunting these bulls because they have a stop. Some guy's got a stop sitting here like, what fuck? I guess he does, right? And now he's all pissed off because they stopped him out. Look at the fucking Mildred. Look what happened to my orders. Fucking some wise guy came in here and stopped me out. Fucking bitch. So we're just gonna sit on this trade. Like I said, there's no sense in chasing it because look at here. We would have bought and got fucked. See, we only got $700 of margin now. So we still got to wait till the actual bottom of the hour, and then we could get stopped out of something. So it's not a done deal. And this is why it's a demo. This is why I would never put this trade on, in the real world like this size right here. This is ridiculous. But we could make a lot of money. But it depends what 5 grand is to you. And if you start with $1,000 account, and you run it pretty hard, so you risk about $10 a trigger pull. And that includes the limit drop. So you buy one at the market, you put a limit down there, and then the market, so you buy at the market with a wide stop. Maybe you buy a 5K, and you put a 5K limit in. And you just, you're not expecting the market to go up, but you want to start to buy and build this long position. And that's the trick, is to get the size just right. And when other people are buying it too early, you have it all planned out in time that it's going to buy deep. And it's going to be maybe later on today or tomorrow, but at some point we're going to hit into this window and it'll be the moment of truth. Is this going to be a continuation breakdown when it hits this lonely wick, or is it going to be a trap? Is this going to be the reversal point? So this is the big contention. And these are very rare patterns, right? So anytime it takes this high out, takes that low out, that's a turning point. But to my thinking, I would buy everything from here down because I can see that I would have made money. Right, so I bought this one day down and it retraced back to the floor and I could have cashed that out. Right, that could be the trade. So I'm trading bar by bar, and Right now, if I wasn't in this trade, buy limits all night long, all the way down. It's just no fucking brainer. Big fucking tickets down here, big fucking tickets below this wick. Now that may not fill. So here's the other problem is you put all these tickets in. I did what you said. I put a buy limit below here and just never got filled. What fucking months and years went on. Fucking decades went on. I never got filled. Yeah, I know. Ain't that a bitch? So put sell limits here. I'm sure that at some point, after you go ripping up 50 pips, it's going to come back and cash out. Okay, that looks like a nice pullback there. Forget what I said. That looks spectacular. Look at that. Oof. Come down here, do that shit. Oh, love that. Trap these guys. Oh, look, it's going up. Oh, look, it's going down. What do we do? Oh, no. You match that tick chart to the monthly chart? No, to the daily chart. To the tick. This is, forget about it, right? This is the tick chart versus the daily. When they sync up, dude, you're home free. So we got to kick off. We got to take out this high. It is the bottom of the hour in 25 seconds. If we can take out this high, we're home free. You can start drinking, everybody. Break out the hats and hooters. And we are just going to party. Yep, crack a cold one. Those ones that change color on the outside, right? When they get real cold. The bush ice or something. They'd be turning all like blue. Icy blue. It means it's cold enough to drink and crack your teeth. So that was the top of the hour. I mean, the bottom of the hour. There's no drama there. So we need 5 minutes to go by now. So they're either going to smash us to bits here for the next 5 minutes. It's going to go down or it's going to go up. My prediction. And it's going to be vicious either way. Like if it goes up in the next, so time's a ticking. It has not moved. I'm waiting for one blast here. It's still, look at the market has not moved. We got a problem here. The broker went offline. So this broker goes offline. I'm just saying. Let me check my other account. Okay, we're going up. We made one tick up. We got to take out this high. This is the threshold. Got to take that shit out. Let's hit it. So look at my 1 minute chart. We got to blow through that top in the next 5 minutes. That's our goal. Somebody's hacking me a chat. I can't wait. Yeah, that's it. We got to take out that high, see? Convincingly. Okay, 1 minute's passed. We got to take this out. Okay. So my other account just is touching that line right now. It's touching the 1 minute top. On the 1 minute chart, I'm seeing that. Okay. Backed off. We one pip up. There you go. Just broke out of my broker, so this broker should break out. Breakout pullback. Still got 3 minutes. So that's the trade. I'm going to sit in this trade for the next, till 7 o'clock. 25 minutes. We'll let this thing cook for 25 minutes now. Come back to this drama. Looks like they got to tip the scales here. Try to get to 10 grand. If we can get to 14 grand, that'd be tits. And then maybe just come in with limits and buy on 10 pip pullbacks. But you may not get it. So you might just want to let the whole thing get to 12 grand, just stop trading. It's like some of this stuff is just like, why bother? If you go from 5 grand to 15 grand in 1 week. I mean, don't you just take the week off? I don't know. It's kind of hard to replicate unless you're gonna babysit it and look for the next setup. But then you got to really pile in. Look at this beautiful breakout. Look, this thing is just pulled back now. It's just itching to pop. I'm just so pissed off, you know. Yeah, this would be crazy rally. If we could take out the high of yesterday, coming up on it right now. So we're just like 2 pips from the high of, what did I say yesterday? No, the high of 4 hours ago. Some wrong chart. This isn't working. Okay, so yeah, the high of this high, this wick. I said yesterday, but really it's just the end of the day yesterday. We got to take that out. Convincingly, just scream north. And then we're home free. And then we can all start drinking hard liquor. Okay, looks like we're about to hit it. About to hit this high finally. I just don't have the patience for this stuff. I really should pause the video. But on the 30-minute, this is a beautiful RSI signal, so to speak. Pulls back, you get a 2-period reversal. So in 1 hour, just rolling over from the end of yesterday, 1 hour in. It's quick and dirty. We're just about to take out this high. And if we could take that out, then I'm probably going to cash out on stuff when we get above this. And I think it's automatically going to cash out here. Just above that, so. Still going up 10 minutes before the top of the hour. And we're trying to take out this high and the high from way back there. And it just keeps storming north. That's the target. Keep going up. She's at the line of scrimmage. 10 minutes to go. And she's knocking on heaven's door here. Trying to make the first 8 pips. Right to the borderline. So we want to be at about $11,000 by the time we get up here. 5 minutes from the border. Looking to pop this puppy to that yellow supply zone up there. We're very close to the target. So as soon as we hit that yellow, I'm going to stop the video. We should be at about 8 grand. But I think we're going to overshoot the runway. I think we're going to take off here. So when we hit that 20-yard line, that should be cashing out of stuff. I've only taken 1 ticket off so far. I think I made $30. It might be 2 tickets actually. But we're just about to start cashing out here. The ultimate target is going to be the bottom of this. So that's going to be our final target. It's not very far away. It's a very easy, very close target compared to the round number, which I do have some targets that are 44 pips on this thing. So if I let the whole thing unfold, you might make it to 18,000. And when Europe opens, I'd probably cash out and look for a big sell-off and then just put a bunch of limits in and just catch it again. It depends how much money the account's got by then. So we're going to push this account pretty hard. Trying to take out the high. We want to get to here by the year up. Like certainly to this. Okay, so right now we're coming up. We've just eclipsed this. Where if we bought everything on the way down, which we did. Well, actually, not on this account, but on my account, I bought everything all the way down. And now I'm above water, looking for some follow through. This would be the first target, and this would be the ultimate target. Is anything above there. Cash out. And I'll probably put buy limits. Just come right on. Once it goes flat, come with the buy limits and come in like that again. But that's just my style. I like to do that because I don't want to have to hold the position. It may be a great, glorious target way up there, but typically once it gets to this window, there's enough sellers up here. So it really depends. I mean, if you get to here and you're like at the account's at like 13,000, and it cashes out a half of the thing, then it comes back naturally. I'm going to put the buy limits here, and this is where you have to split you either dump the whole thing here and then come in really heavy with limits to make up for it and catch another falling knife again, or you just let the whole thing go through its phases and don't touch it. So there's many ways to do that. I guess it's kind of personal how you want to get out. We'll almost touch this window. Unfortunately, I only got out about $30. Only made $30 here so far, so pretty disappointing. But we'll let that thing go into the night and see what happens. But it's too boring to sit here and watch it happen, so we'll just let it go. But mostly market orders here, very few limits. If you turn on the comments, I always turn commissions off because it's the same price, everything. So here's one limit. So that was pretty good. That was a 4K limit. It's a one limit out of all these tickets. Everything I put, it was a 10K at the market, everything. So we're up $5 here, and these are the ones we're about to cash out of. So this will lighten up the load. So we're 10 pips from cashing out. We just got to go up 10 pips, and all these guys are going to take off the table, which is quite a bit. All 10Ks. Here's a couple 4Ks. And that's got a 14 pip target, I think. But it's a lighter ticket. It's a subtle situation there between these sizes. 14 pips. So we just gotta go up from here. And by the time we make it to the round number up there, a big round number, yeah, we should be able to make it to about 12 or 13,000, something like that up there. Anyways, that's my target. We're gonna just have to let it unfold here. Can't force these trades, Just can't force them. Gotta let them happen. So very bullish. Coming out of the hall. 4 hours climbing out of this just brutal sell-off. And I'd say around 1 o'clock in the morning, I'd probably be, when Europe opens up, hopefully cashing out, and it's going to be frantic, and then I'm just going to put in shallow, very close buy limits and try to pick something up. But I'm going to use the 4Ks on the buy limits too, so we can make some bigger money in the account, so it's not so much work. Only having 1,000 tickets available, it doesn't allow you to really get in heavy when you need to get in heavy, and really, really crank the thing up. 10K seems like a nice limit. I mean, you might as well just trade some super tight mini account, to $5,000 and almost no spread. The gold account. But I'd rather do the micro with 5Ks, 4Ks, 8Ks, 6Ks, and a couple 10Ks. It's pretty aggressive. The market was moving faster. I'd definitely do it, but I powered into it in Asia here, in this drifting up market. And on this chart, it's only 20 pips, You can easily see the whole target range, everything to the top of this, and then to the round number, boom, you're out. Even put some sell limits above. Once I go flat, if I got $15,000 to go flat, then I could put in some buy-sell limits above and below the market. Don't have to trade it even, really. I mean, just, if you made $10,000 free and clear per week, that's still good money. Yeah. I'd trade it even bigger. Put a 20K, but I don't know. I put a tight stop on that one, I tell you. So that's the other thing. If you put the 20Ks in here with a 5 pip stop, 10K with an 8 pip stop, 5K with a 10 pip stop, then you're kind of risking the same dollar amount every time you pull the trigger. And each ticket has its own, and you could probably write about 40 different buy at the markets and have a whole kind of fine-tuned feel for what to do when, and you write the symmetrical side. I would donate a whole keyboard to buy at the market, sell at the market. Just have a keyboard dedicated to that, markets only, and then you'd have 10 market buys and 10 market sells. So you kind of have to pick your greatest hits and just work the keyboard. And just when the market's open and you can see what's going on, you hit a button, you know exactly what it costs, and it's about execution. What makes you decide to pull the trigger? I think that depends how often you want to pull the trigger, how many trades a day you're going to do. But here, this is going to be a drift up tonight. They could crush me, and it might go up. So we don't know. This could be it right here. We could be dead in the water. It could all be over. We're all going to die. All going to die of COVID. Okay. So let's let this thing cook overnight. At least for the next 4 hours. Let's see how far they can bid it up. Aiming at $15,000.